guys. Hello, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are. Thank you so much for tuning into GBS TV. This is the Youth Hub, the show that gets your groove on in. I am so delighted to be here. I am so happy because we're going to be talking about something that is 1, serious, 2, controversial, 3, it needs to be talked about. Na kama sisi tuongelelea, nani ataongelelea? Karibuni sana to the Youth Hub, the show that gets your groove on. I am your host, Rachel Gambo. And let's get the conversation started on our SMS line 21144 or at GBS TV Africa across all social media platforms. So I am going to, I'm not alone kama kawa, sikwangi peke yangu, I've never been alone. So I have a group of people hapa hivi, a group of 2 people hapa. And I want them to introduce themselves. I don't really know much about them, but before the topic ends, before this episode ends, we shall see. So I don't know who I should start with. Nianze na nani?
It's fast.
Okay, we are meditating haraka sana. So exactly. Please introduce yourself. Be a viewer wewe ni nani? Yes, anything about yourself.
Hello viewers, my name is Regina, and today we are going to talk more about mental health care, giving more details on mental awareness and how to live positively. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, huyu ni Regina. Karibu sana Regina.
Thank you.
We're so much delighted to have you here. Yes, and to our gentleman of the day, our only gentleman of the day, please introduce yourself.
Thank you for having me. My name is Mataro Begi. I'm a psychologist by profession, and we're here to talk about mental health awareness.
We are digging. We have a psychologist in the house. My friend, we are digging. Karibuni sana guys. I hope you're going to have an amazing time as we continue. Yes, fanyeni hivi. Msigonge mic zangu tafadhali, lakini fanyeni tu hivi. Nataka mkwe free. Mko free, si ndio? So, we are going to begin the very first segment whereby we talk about trends that are trending in Nairobi. Yes. Unapologetically, trends that are trending in Nairobi. Yes, and the first one being okay, si Nairobi peke yake, but everywhere, but kila mahali msini crucify because nimesema Nairobi peke yake. So yes, our very first top trend, Tupac Shakur's murder suspect has finally been arrested after 27 years. Mmesikia story?
Yes, nilisikia.
Mmesikia. What do you think? Like 27, do you think wamekuwa investigate for that 27 years?
I don't think so.
So nikaa tu alikaa alafu all of a sudden tu wakaona maybe ka lead ndio sawa akasema na by the way tulikuwa na kesi ya Tupac. Should we? So I don't think, okay, but anyway.
But come to think of it, the reason why amekuwa arrested because of the interview yenye alipeana. That interview yenye alipeana is what led the person to
watu wamshuku
ku arrested because I think alisema something along the line alikuwa among the last people kuona Tupac. Along that line siyesema exactly what he said, but it was after the interview that the guy was arrested.
Kwa hivyo hata si ati serikali lakini mnatuchezanga.
But you know Tupac was controversial.
Exactly. He was.
So kuna vile there's still some doubts about whether he really died or did.
Bado.
He's alive.
Yeah.
He's faking. He might
anaona tu.
Anawaona huku.
Anaona watu wakishikwa na
ananyamaza tu.
Sijasema kitu. Yes, so moving on to our second trending topic is that it's more of a question. And I want you guys mnipatie views zenyu, pia nyinyi mtupatie views zenyu. Do you think rebranding Gengeton to another name or another genre is necessary? Sijui kama mmeona hii ngoma ya anapiga fik na nyanyuma na bado nanimaliza. I don't know. That song iko na some genge ile genge ya kitambo.
Exactly.
Iko na taste na bado iko na sasa hii Gengeton ya size. I don't know if that is also a trend that they are using. But I don't do think, because okay, the reason as why you have this question here is because we feel like Gengeton ilikufa. Hata niseme imekufa because ni kitu imekuwa ikisema na watu for some time now. Gengeton ilikufa. Yeah. So do you think rebranding it ama maybe giving it another name inaweza fanya revive?
In my opinion, I don't think so. Sababu kama ilikuwa kitambo bado inaitwa tu genge hadi saizi ikichange name nyingine na bado au musicians wenye wako bado wanaimba haita make haita make any difference sababu the same thing ndo inafanyika bado saizi. Hakuna haja ya kuichange jina ati ndo ikwe more ati ikwe more fire malit. Itakuwa tu the same. Yeah.
What do you think?
Kwanza ukiangalia it was already rebranded, ilianza genge ikaenda gengeton. Sasa wanataka kuifanya sijui urban tone ama kitu kama hiyo.
Muna overdo.
Inaenda mbio.
For me naona it will take a lot of work for it to be accepted, the urban tone, especially ni AR, ndio ARBAN.
Oh, I haven't seen
urban tone. Because ni motive ndo ana nini, ana lead the conversation around rebranding it. But sini juzi tu ndio gengeton imekuwa accepted kwa ilikuwa ni Grammy ama ni BT. So changing it sasa sijui how that will go about. So mi naona it's something futile. Haitafanyika saizi.
If it's to happen itakaa sana.
A long time.
Wait na recognize that something.
Because genge ilianza lini? Kinajua kali huko. Hiyo ni miaka gani? 203, 202.
Isa.
203, 202, 201. Hizo ni how many years? 20 plus years.
Kiangalia, I don't know you guys come. Me I feel when you genge you kishabo iko into a genge to do just genge. Na I feel like genge hadi saa hii bado inasikizwa. Me feel okay, me personally mimi nasikizanga acha nijiongelele. Nijiongelele TBT. And those people really made, no doubt they did make hits. But tukikuja kuangalia saa hii like genge tone yenye ilikuja. Do you think my kids kuna time itafika wakuwa naimba these songs genge tone sasa? Genge tone sasa, I don't know. I don't know if it's because of the content. Okay, unajua pia kuimba si kuimba tu peke yake.
Yeah.
What is the message kwa wimbo yako? What are you living? Are you just singing for the moment? Are you singing like for people to be remembering you? Because amwezi sema ngoma za jua kali, ngoma za kina nini, ngoma za kina Major, za kitambo mnaza like no as much as walikuwa naimba vitu zenye okay, sitaki kusema za ujinga but
Ninaona you're being too harsh kwa gengeton. Ukiangalia vitu kina nini walikuwa wanaimba. We kamu tu. Ukiangalia vitu walikuwa wanaimba na uangalia vitu gengeton inaimba.
Walikuwa na feature.
Hakuna
gengeton they don't feature.
But sasa unajua
facts like reality kenye iko.
But then angalia ngoma pia za majuu. Vitu wanaimba. Unajua ni vile it's English, tuna glorify English sana. But they will use vulgar words kwa English na bado itakuwa something yenye kila mtu atacheza. Basi hizi juni gengeton wametumia sheng yenye hamtaki kuiaccept. Wamekuwa outrightly open na sheng yao. Mnakuwa too harsh on them.
Lakini ni venye I guess saizi pia gengeton ya saizi na ya kitambo like the language saizi kuna hadi words zingine wanaongea like unapata inakuwa hard sana kujua kenye wanamaanisha. Such that hadi unaifind hautaki kuisikiza sana kwa sababu hauelewi kenye wanasema. Unaona?
Na nyinyi ndio mnasikiza bana.
Kuna vibe nyingine bado inaleta. Yeah, kuna vibe inaleta pia.
I don't know. That I feel like that's a whole topic on its own. Gengeton. But you guys about tell us your view. So I feel like tupate views zenyu from there. Tell us what you think. Is rebranding or changing the whole genre as per say is it necessary? Do you think it's necessary? Tuambieni hapo, let's see. Okay, this is not more of a trend but it's a trend. So Nairobi Gossip Club apparently they've mentioned her as the most influential most successful social media influencer most socialite Jehovah most what does it talk most successful socialites. Yeah, Vera Sidika turns a year older. She has just turned a year older and yes. Do you think she's the most successful socialite
from Kenya?
Yes.
Yes. You compare the two most successful sasa.
The other one being who?
Huda.
Okay.
That in terms of longevity in terms of their craft and all that. To me, yes, Vera na Huda, they stand out. Plus, I'm a pioneer, a lot of ladies who look up to them in today's society. So I give them their flowers.
Okay. Receive them. Regina, do you think your name in a suits?
Yeah, I feel sababu pia unakumbuka Vera tulianza kumsikia kitambo. So nakumbuka. So hizo miaka zote tumeishi kumsikia. Ana deserve kukua. She's successful.
Okay, sawa. Yeah. So happy birthday. Miss Madam Vera Sidi. Okay, our last trending topic. Kabla niendelee, nani anaweza kuwa maybe estimatea ama roughly 7 million Tanzanian shillings ikibadilishwa into Kenya shillings inakuwa kwa pesa ngapi? Roughly, tusikue approximate. Roughly mnaona ni kama pesa ngapi hivi? Imefika milioni ngapi za Kenya?
Za Tanzania 7 million.
17 million. So apparently Tanzanian singer Rayvanny alijenga pool ya concert, sawa? Pool ya concert, and it was worth 70 million Tanzanian shillings. Ili collapse.
Before show yake.
Agenda hasara sana kikompea na pesa ya Kenya.
I'm not sure if
Amanda. It's more than millions of Kenya.
It's more than Amanda hasara.
For 70 million ukisema saizi imefika ngapi?
Ni sasa hoja
I think conversion ni kitambo since niangalia TZ but ilikuwa around 20 something.
20 something what?
1 Kenya shilling ilikuwa around 20 something TZ shillings. So ukiangalia hiyo 70 useme tu na 20 iko tu hapo, ni pesa nyingi bado.
So ni hasara. So pool ili collapse. So I don't know this pool ilikuwa na I'm not sure if ilikuwa na watu ama ilikuwa na yenye alikuwa anajenga but it collapse.
Haikuwa na watu. I read that story. Walisema the issue ni force ya maji because foundation ilikuwa weak.
Unajua pool ilikuwa, is it like somewhere raised ama like just a normal leveling?
Ndio nasema sasa foundation, unajua pool ukitengeza normally you have to dig deep chini kwanza ndio upate a good foundation yenye ukeka maji the pressure ya hiyo maji haita pasuka iende to other places, but sasa yao ilikuwa raised, so pressure ya maji ilipaswa those walls around, so hizo walls around zikatumble down inside the water sasa. So it was not fit for someone to use. So hawakucheza na physics vizuri. They are engineers. Actually niliona walikuwa kwa trust.
Engineers.
Walikuwa naambiwa wangetafuta engineers wa Kenya.
Wangekuwa noma.
Kwa tafuta engineers wa Kenya.
Yes, so those are some of the trending topics that we have. And yes, kama as always, if you have zingine, you are always free to tuoneshe hapo, tuambie tu hapo hivyo. Show us, tell us. So we are going to hop into our topic of discussion, which is mental health. Nimesema vizuri? Mental health. Yes, mental health will be our topic for today. So with mental health comes a lot. Mental health is a whole round topic and it's really wide. And I feel like we can just talk about it like once hapa with the few minutes we have to discuss that go to exhaust kila kitu, but we will try as much as we can to deliver what we can deliver. Sawa. So you guys, I hope mko tayari. Yes, so we are going to go for a very short break and then we're going to come back. So 21144 is our SMS number or at GBS TV Africa across all social media platforms. We'll be right back after the break.
Everywhere, GBS.
Yes, karibuni sana. Welcome back. If you are just joining us, this is the Youth Hub, the show that gets your groove on. And we are talking about mental health today. We want to understand mental health ni nini, how does it affect sana youths? We are here to talk about youths. How does it affect the youths? How is it that youths wanapatana because this is not a joke, by the way. It's not a joke. Yeah, so we want to talk about mental health, and I'm going to begin with a very fast maybe jump starter. Guys, have you ever been in a scenario? Have you ever been in that state of mental health? Ushaipatwa na depression, ushaipatwa na any form of mental issue enye inahusu men. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I will say partly, but also I've seen people who have suffered.
Gone through
Yeah.
Regina?
Not really, but I'll say maybe trauma, something of the sort. Trauma sometimes can affect someone, and it has really affected me in some type of way. But you just try to find some way to let it out. Yeah.
Did you have someone to talk to?
Trauma. Not really, but you see,
Ulingangana na ukivia.
yeah, you just try to solve it yourself, like unajaribu tu kuitoa. But you know, trauma si kitu yenye unaweza heal, like you just grow with it. Inakujanga tu pole pole. Kuna time inaweza kaa usahau. Some point in life unafika mahali unasikia inazidi, inakuja tu abruptly hivyo. But unajaribu tu kuventure in some other ways. Unajaribu kuitoa.
According to what Kenya amesema, let me steal from her. Amesema she didn't speak to someone. She tried to fight it for herself. So do you think you imechangia maybe to the level that we are in? Because I believe that right now we have, I don't think it's me. This generation that we are in right now, we speak out. I don't think we speak out, honestly. So do you think, what do you think inafanyanga maybe as per her case? Nini inaweza fanya maybe sitake kuongelesha mtu in what she's going through?
Okay. I will say knowledge, in terms of community knowledge about mental health. Because I usually give this example. Ukipelekwa kwa a mental health institution that is inpatient, you're housed there, right? You'll get the treatment, you'll get all the support you need. But then you'll be taken, after you're better, you'll be taken back to the community. Utarudi kwenyu, in short. So I'm calling kwenyu your community. But now that community is not empowered to handle someone who's still going through those challenges of mental health. What will happen to the person again? Si ata relapse. Because one thing community haija ku accept, the community doesn't know about the illness you're facing. Hawajui strategies ya kukusaidia to cope with the situation you're in. So the only thing they will do, they will shun you. Watakuhepa. You look like a plague.
Exactly.
You know, so that will make the person now relapse. Na atarudi to the previous state yenye iko. Na itabidi tena umemrudisha tena to the institution.
Go back and forth.
So to answer her question, I mean your question, that is, because most of the time people you are around with hawajui about mental health, hawajui how to support the people who are going through issues. We don't create that space where our friends can easily share with us stuff wenye inawasumbua.
So I like giving this example of that boy mwenye alijinyonga. Mlisikia story? He was alijinyonga, akapatwa na brother yake nje ya compound kama ameshajinyonga. Mlisikia story?
I've had a lot of suicide cases.
So the case was alijinyonga. Two reasons we did not really understand, but alijinyonga. He was a young boy. I think alikuwa high school. Was a high schooler. So I don't know. Okay, kulingana background nilifanya about the child, they were well off. The family, they were well off. alikuwa na supportive mom, like and every common thing that tunaweza sema uko na hii, mbona unataka kujinyonga, alikuwa na all that. So at that young age, what do you think inaweza kuwa some of those things zenye zinaweza fanya mtu akue so much into mental issues mpaka inafika I'm not going to commit suicide.
In my case, I feel like parents inafikanga place maybe ameofa kila kitu as much as maybe amekulipia school fees, maybe anakufeed, but some parents wanasahawingi nini hiyo emotional support. Unaona? Maybe kuna kitu mtoto wako ana go through, but hautaki kujua kenye inaendelea kwa maisha yake. Unaona? Sasa unapatanga mtoto hana mtu wa kuambia, maybe wewe ni parent wake, maybe you are busy. Unapatanga kuna these rich families wako busy such that they don't find time for their kids. Unaona? Maybe mtoto shule kuna kitu, maybe amebuliwa, maybe something is going, wezi jua kenye inaendelea, but sasa unapatanga ameofa kila kitu, maybe amelipa school fees. Unapatanga mzazi undergo through something, anasemanga si nimekulipia school fees, nimekufeed nini, unaona, but at the back of your mind kuna vitu zenye una go through, unaona, but hajui juu anaona ameprovide kila kitu, unaona, but kuna vitu zingine una undergo through, but haezi elewa, yeye anadhani amekupea everything, so
you should be fine.
Sasa unapata maybe huyo alikuwa na kitu inamsumbua, maybe shule ama maybe kama ni kazi ama place yenye alikuwa ama friends maybe, friends, but hana mtu wa kuambia, unaona, inabidi tu
fanya kijaneza
suicide.
Okay, me, what I'll add on to that is first of all, since I'm a psychologist, I'll have to correct you. We usually don't say commit suicide. We say die by suicide.
Or die by suicide.
Or death by suicide. Reason being, commit looks like it's a crime that a person did. So people who are committed are usually put into institutions of where they are supposed to be punished for a mistake. And research zote zenye zinaonyesha about suicide, it's usually a last step of a mental disorder. The last like symptom of a mental disorder. So it's like a process before ufike your level ya suicide. So you might be having depression najua their levels. There's mild, moderate and severe. Neza kwa the severe stage, na ukiwa severe depression, suicide comes along, in the sense that you are not able to control yourself. You're not able to take charge of even the basic things like kupiga mswaki, kuoga,
even the
so when you're not able to take charge of such, alafu you're having suicidal ideations, it's so easy for you to die by suicide. So to add on to what you were saying, suicide just doesn't happen. Wamkia asubuhi
just decide I'm going to
it's
die
usually
by
a
suicide.
process. It's usually a process, and venye kuna symptoms of malaria, symptoms any other disease, suicide is mostly, in most cases, a symptom of a mental disorder. It can be bipolar, it can be depression, it can be schizophrenia, it can be any other mental distress, but yes, it's a last resort. So people who die by suicide are usually ni kama umefika ile stage ya cancer ya stage 4 ya mwisho. So in that point hauna like comeback yenye unaweza fanya, but still you can still recover from having those suicidal ideations when you've sought for help, that is from mental health professionals, be it a psychiatrist or a psychologist.
I beg to divert from the topic kidogo. Nimesikia okay, I don't know if iko kwa, I don't know, but you talked about bipolar, and I've really wanted to understand more about bipolar. Is it just because anyo kitu wako huku nje usikia bipolar watu wanakwambia tu nile ati when you just change moods all of a sudden? Is it just that, ama is there more to it, like it being now you have bipolar, ama ni hiyo tu, like because honestly naweza toka hapa nikwe nimefurahi alafu nikitoka nje nishakasirika, and I wouldn't find that to be a big problem. And I'm sure that I'm not going to tell myself that I'm bipolar. So is there more to it? Is there more surrounding it than just the moods?
Yes, there's more to it. What I usually tell people, venye we refrain from self-diagnosing through using Google and everything else is the same way we need to stop it with even mental disorders. One thing is for sure, bipolar is a huge area of focus. So you need to visit a psychiatrist. In Kenya, people who diagnose are psychiatrists and psychologists. And mostly for such kind of illnesses such as the bipolar, you usually advise to go to a psychiatrist first to seek a mental diagnosis, whereby they have their parameters where like a checklist. You have to pass through those checklists so that they ascertain that yes, you have a bipolar. Can be bipolar 1, bipolar 2. So it depends on the features you're exhibiting as a human being, and those features are the ones that are going to guide the psychiatrist or the psychologist into making an informed decision on whether you are having the bipolar disorder or not. So hizi vitu zingine,
features ni kama gani? Kidogo tu. I'm learning. I don't know if you guys are learning by this.
Yes, umesema story na moods. Yes, there is the hypomania. That is the high mood and the low moods. The shift in it, because 1 minute you can be happy, the next minute, literally like the next minute unalia. People even can be shocked, like you're laughing right now, you're laughing, then
I just start crying.
Nimegeuka hivi, nimerudi hivi,
unalia.
You are tearing up, not even just tears, you are tearing, wailing. Actually, that happens. There's sadness in bipolar. So there's a whole range of the symptoms, of which Sidani will need to get into detail. My focus is getting diagnosis from the mental health professionals, because that's what matters. Saizi I might say something and you take my word, ikuwe like unaanza kujidoubt, am I having the mental disorder? Alisema even. That's why I'm trying to refrain from it. I'm encouraging people to seek help.
Go through the required protocols.
If you feel like you're having issues around your mental health, it's good to talk to a mental health. For example, like me, I specialize mostly kwa clinical psychology. Clinical psychology, we do a lot of tests, of psychometric tests, and these tests are the ones that are going to inform me kama you having a type gani of a mental disorder, because I'll take a whole clinical interview of you, and yote from that to lead me now to a particular part of which test I'm supposed to do to you, and from that ndo it inform sasa maybe they are having this type of mental health issue, and these are the treatment like strategies I'm supposed to employ in trying to mitigate it.
Okay. Regina, umeget kitu?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to understand, let's talk about social media kidogo. We are in a world whereby we do like literally everything. We are everything social media, everything. Be it the important things, be it the non-important things, we are all about social media nowadays. So I will want us to talk about social media. And do you think social media has any role to play when it comes to mental health? The youth sana. We have a lot of youths who are in social media, be it any platform of social media, and they are engaging in so many ways. Kuna pressure pia. Unaona mwenzako amefanya hivi. And in one way or the other, you might find yourself doing something you did not want to do, ama umeanza go through ka pressure flani, kakukua kama mtu flani, and all that, and we never know what that might build up. So Regina, do you think social media has any role to play sana kwa youths who are undergoing mental issues?
Social media ina play a big role kwa sababu unapatanga maybe kama kuna mtu ana undergo some sort of depression ama anything, unaweza pata ningia kwa social media platform, maybe apate kitu inamu-encourage ama inamu-empower, si ndio? But pia also ina play role ingine, unapatanga also social media it's an edited version of a person, so so ufai kwenda social media ati unataka ati kukua like so and so, sijui huyu amefanya hivi, huyu ako hivi, hata mimi unapatanga nini youths wengi wako na hiyo pressure. Unapata maybe unakuwa na hiyo pressure, unaanza kukuwa na maybe depression ama unaanza kukuwa na hiyo mental disorder sababu una stress too much na ujui kenye mse mwenye umeona kwa social media ni nini anafanya exactly ndo akue hiyo place yenye yako. Wezi jua maybe ni loan ama ni pesa zake ama ni nini but wewe juu unaona tu social media maybe mtu amepost kitu fulani unatamani kukua kama yeye kenye anafanya but ujui kenye alifanya ndo akue hapo, sinaona so unapatanga youths wanakuwa affected na hiyo. But pia unafaa kuwa selective na kenye unaona social media, si ati ukiona hii type of content ama kitu fulani inakufanya ati unakuwa na anger ama unakuwa much stressed about your life sababu it's an edited version of a person. Wezi jua kenye alifanya, sinaona.
Okay. Do you think social media is an edited version of someone?
Yes, to a large extent, yes. You know, you're what you're equivalent to what you feed your mind and your soul. That's what you will practice, that's what you will outwardly, that's what it will come out. So yes, social media has an impact on youth a lot because majority of people who are on social media platforms are the youth. And there are people who are positive influences for social media and there are people who are negative influences. So alafu there was also a study that was done ilisema the people who consume social media for a long period of time have a higher chance of developing mental disorders, especially depression and anxiety. Hizo ndo mbili zenye ziko more profound and they are directly linked to social media usage. And yes, the reasons are what Regina has actually said, whereby we are getting influenced by lifestyles that we wish we would live, but at the moment we are not living, and we don't want to be patient to work towards that lifestyle. We want it now and want it at this minute.
Very fast.
Yes. So unapata we end up doing unorthodox stuff so as to achieve your lifestyle, and it's detrimental to our health, physical health sometimes, and also mental health. Yes.
Well, okay. I did not know. Yes, I knew ilikuwa na impact, but not to that much level. So guys,
do you detox from social media?
So let's be careful, by the way. Our watu wanaongea ukwelo and they're not lying. Let's be very, very careful with whatever we post, even for the consumption of others. Let's just be careful, you know. I'm not telling you to post. This is mtu asipost ama asifanye. Me we crucify. I have said nothing. But let's just be our brother's keeper to an extent. So guys, how remember time ya COVID, right? COVID came and COVID ilikuwa na impact, by the way. It really had a lot of impact. And I don't know why we find honestly, if you ask me this kind of question, how did COVID influence you? How has your mental health been ever since COVID? Me as a youth, I don't think neza sema a lot happened, like negatively, maybe losses za kitu, maybe depression and all that, because one, someone can have the idea of I don't have much to say I don't have much to live for, hebu nisijitege na maneno yangu. But I feel like maybe hii question inaweza kuwa suitable kwa watu wakubwa. Acha nisema watu wakubwa, watu wazazi wetu, watu because they have bills to cater for, they have children they need to take care of, they have things they need to settle. But again, coming to look at the better picture, we have statistics and zimeonyesha we have youths wenye walikuwa directly affected with COVID. Sides mental the mental side of it all. So I would love to understand, na pia mtuambie how do you understand that, because okay, kwangu haiko ina make sense sana honestly, but maybe you can shed some light.
Okay. COVID had a very big impact also on youth. That I know for a fact. Reason being, this a situation whereby we have been having no boundaries. We are always outside, na kuna restrictions or even time limit. So our lifestyle has drastically been shifted upside down. We are now more indoors. At that particular time, that is, we were more inside. Whatever we were doing in terms of schooling, side hustles, anything that involved you being outside was shifted to either an online way of doing it, or it ended to hivyo. So that has an impact on your anxiety levels, because the unknown, the fear of the unknown, hatukuwa tunajua of how this time would look like, because hatukuwa tunajua kama COVID inaenda kuisha. One thing was for sure, there was a lot of naysayers about COVID. Imeanza sijui kutoka wapi, haishi saizi, ina naweza sema metamorphosize into another strain of COVID. So it looked like it's something that was going to continue and continue for a very long time. Alafu pia the fact that people were actually dying.
So you side karibu
people were actually dying. It wasn't like it's a joke yenye tu you're getting sick alafu people were actually dying. And you know, most of the youths still live with their parents, still live with elderly people around them. So uko unaogopa, what if your dad, your mom passes on because of COVID? So that's anxiety, that's depression, in the sense that kuna sadness levels for a very long time. We were sad because of school imekuwa, maybe ulikuwa uende kugraduate hiyo mwaka, so imebidi umepushiwa mbele because of graduation. So you uko na sadness, maybe you were doing some job somewhere, alafu your job imebidi ifute wase juu hawana revenue, watu hawakuji kama restaurants, clubs, you know, watu wako wanaenda clubs, watu wako wanaenda kukula restaurants. So hiyo ndio ilikuwa hustle yako, umefukuzwa. So uko tu home, umeketi tu. So you ukiwa home, sadness. And you know, depression is prolonged periods of sadness, approximately kuanzia 2 weeks kuendelea. So it was easy for people to be in the depression level very easily, because hiyo ilienda for months, talking of 6-8 months of being indoors. So yes, it affected a lot. Alafu pia there's this other situation whereby atujazoea kuna wazae 24/7.
Then
wako hapo
24/7.
wako ndani ya nyumba 24/7. Unajua wewe na mzazi wako huwa
Ampatani.
exactly.
So ni loggerheads tu in the house.
I used to see some memes that wazai sasa ukitoka kwa balcony yenu unapata wazai kwa balcony, hajazai kukaa kwa jumba mbali sana, anaweza ndani kwa balcony.
So unapata pia wazai wako na stress. Your stress, some of the parents don't know how to handle it. Wana displace to the kids ama to people around the family. So unapata mbuda na mother wanapigana, wewe unaingilia hapo katikati, unakumbusha mistake ya sijui tuongavi, unakumbuka ile siku. So inakuwa like a whole cycle. Alafu ni hizo ma stress zote. There was a lot that was happening at that particular time, and youths were also directly affected. Personally, I was directly affected. So
but say you bounce back.
Nili bounce back.
Okay, Regina, ukitufungianga, do you think walikuwa affected? Do you agree with what he said?
I support him. Sababu pia at that time unakumbuka venye majobs watu walikuwa wanavutavutwa randomly. Hadi ujui kama wewe ndio next. Uende waambio rudi home, unaona? Na uko na familia nyumbani na kutegemea, unaona? Then ulikuwa unapata maybe in some families maybe ni single parents, unaona? Akona maybe watoto 3, 2 anashughulikia home. Then maybe kuna hiyo that era unaenda job unapata maybe kuna some workmates wamevutwa hujui kama unaweza vutwa next. Sasa unapata there are many things that are going through in your mind. Sasa I feel like ilikuwa
they were
yeah,
affected.
They were very affected
Widely.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, I think
when do we survive?
we thank God I did. So guys, as I hope mmechukua notes, by the way. I have learned a lot, by the way. Regina, umepata kitu
mingi sana.
Usipata nuko nje uniambie alisema aje. So I thank you so much for shedding the light to hatukuwa tunajua vitu mingi, but thank you. Yes, so tumekuja to the end of the topic. Hapo ndio tumefika. Again, I always say we have some very wide topics zenye aziziisha, this being one of them. Hii kwanza ni kubwa sana. Hii haiwezi isha. Tunaweza kaa hapa because one point will lead to another and the other will lead to and it's going to go all round and round and round and after ibaliza. So yes, for the discussion part, that's all we had, and thank you so much for keeping it GBS TV. This is the Youth Hub, and we are going to go for a very short break, and then you're going to come back with our very last segment. Tunachezanga games, by the way. So you come to up hivyo nyuma mvai P-Kids. Yes, so we are going to go for a very short break. 21144 is our SMS number, or a GBS TV Africa across all social media platforms. We'll be right back.
Everywhere, GBS.
Yes, thank you for keeping it GBS TV Africa. This is the Youth Hub, the show that gets your groove on. And tuko hapa na segment yetu ya mwisho. We want to play games. So for this game, inaitwa Secrets and Lies. Secrets and Lies. So basically nitasomea tu the script. Nini. Hata sijaanza. Nini. Mnakaa kama mnataka kutoroka. So basically I'm going to soma the description. Alafu I'm going to coordinate as you play. Tumeelewana?
Okay.
Hakuna example mahali.
Sasa hebu sikieni alafu tusaidiane. So game inaitwa Secrets and Lies. So each person shares a secret and a lie about themselves. Sawa? You share a secret and a lie, okay? And then the rest of us, about the rest when you are mebaki, we are going to figure out, tutajaribu kufigure out between hizo mbili umesema gani secret na gani uongo. Get?
Yeah.
So for example, maybe niseme nishaishikwa na nikalala ndani, alafu niseme nishaipiga mtu ngeta. Nishaipiga msee ngeta. So between kwa hizo mbili kuna moja ni secret ni sijaiambiana na kuna moja ni uongo. Sawa? So it's for you to decide.
Tukujibu.
Definitely ya kupiga na ngeta.
Tukujibu.
Hapana msiaje.
Sio ndo umejianika.
Okay, nijibu basi. Nafikiria gani uongo na gani secret?
Wewe zipigana ngeta.
Ngeta hapo nayo umetudanganya.
So mnafikiria nishailala ndani? Seriously? Mimi nishailala ndani? Nini? So basically hivyo venye nimefanya hivyo ndio inafaa kuwa. So we don't have anything else. So hii ni wewe tu basically unajitolea tu kwa akili. You just tell us two statements. Moja secret, moja uongo. Ladies first.
Let me think.
Unaweza fikirianga tukifika kwako ni kwenda tu back to back.
The first one. I've ever killed someone.
You've ever killed someone.
The second one is I loved maths in high school. Maths in high school, yeah.
Okay. Unafikiria gani uongo na gani secret?
Anakaa mada.
hiyo ndio the lie.
That's the lie.
Then the secret ni
The truth.
The lie sasa. The lie
ni ya kuua.
The lie ni ya kuua, so the secret ni hiyo ya hesabu.
Yeah.
Secret ama the truth in that.
Ni secret na lie. So kwa hizo statement mbili, gani secret yake? Between ya kuuana na hesabu, gani secret?
Itabidi kwa hiyo maths ndio secret.
Itabidi
kwa hiyo.
Saki kuuliza mse ama nimuulize ukweli ni gani? Should I go back to the person and ask? Ama do you prefer keeping it a secret?
Ama ask.
Okay. Tuambie gani secret na gani uongo?
Utafungwa.
Utashikwa. Hatuna kuitia masanse.
Of course, how can I kill someone?
So the lie ni hiyo ya kuuana.
Yeah.
Then the secret ni
nilikuwa napenda maths.
Nilikuwa napenda maths.
But kidogo
ikafanya ile kitu.
Anyway.
Okay.
We nimejaribu kufikiria hata haijakuja.
Tupate tu
Random.
Tupe tu nimekuja.
Okay. I was born and raised in Mombasa. Alafu I'm 26 years old.
Okay, me I feel the secret ni you are born and raised in Mombasa. Alafu the uongo sasa you are 26.
That's a lie.
Watu si wajinga. Watu si wajinga
bwana.
Hebu tuambie una support si ndio?
Yeah, supporting you.
Are you right or wrong?
You're right.
Exactly.
I knew. Watu 26 tunawajua. We know you.
We can tell.
We know you. Back to you. Nataka pia mimi niseme.
Yeah.
Ni join game.
Sema, yeah.
Okay. Yangu ya kwanza. Nyati.
Nasia kufungwa.
Another example.
Hapana. Ya kwanza nishaipiga makanga. Ya pili.
Uwe.
Nishaipiga makanga. Ya pili I have ya pili nishaikula chakula ya paka yetu. Whatever you do with that statement is solely up to you. Mnafikiriaje?
Mimi. Hiyo ya kukula chakula ya paka. Hey,
what do you think?
That's a secret.
Unafikiria that's the secret?
Yeah.
Alafu now the line is sijaipiga makanga.
Kupiga makanga.
Sijai.
Sidhani.
Okay. What do you think?
Acha niende opposite yake.
Wende opposite.
Through this.
Zote mbili ni ukweli.
Udem ni odi.
Let me tell you something. This makanga was trying to get out my change. My change. Unahepa na change yangu. Nilimpiga na hiyo ngepa alikuwa amevaa kwanza.
Jesus. Ladies.
But it wasn't that serious.
Not to cross your path.
Hey, that was serious.
Like
beating a makanga.
Tu kidogo unaenda na change ya mtu. Kwani nilikuwa nakutafutia?
It was never that serious.
Alafu chakula ya paka I was young by the way. Ilikuwa omena. Niliuma tu. Si mingi mbili tu. Niliuma mbili peke yake. Now back to you.
Hey. Ya kwanza kama yako ya makanga si ya change lakini unaibianga makanga, kuibia makanga fair ukikuja ukienda mahali
unakosa kumlipa.
Yeah. The other one is nishaipigana na high school teacher. Okay, me I feel hiyo high school teacher haiwezi kuwa secret because hiyo ni scenario yenye haiwezi kuwa ulificha. So me I think that's the lie. Alafu now the secret in ya kuibia makanga. Hiyo ni say yangu. Unaonaje?
I agree with you.
Ukweli si ndio?
Na mnajaribu kukua violent hapa nyote. Examples zenyu ni violence. Examples zenyu ni violence.
Siko ubaya. Tukwangi hivyo like.
It's a man eats
never that
man
serious.
society.
Man eats man society.
Hey.
Okay, yangu acha niingie kwa violence pia.
Okay. We like violet. What? It did not come.
You don't like pigs.
Trouble.
I've ever been involved in a fight kwa club. Alafu ingine ni nishaigongesha gari ya mzae.
Me, I feel ya kugongesha gari ndio secret. Alafu ingine ndio hiyo ya club ndio lie.
Same thing.
Actually z
It's opposite. Ama ni zote mbili.
Zote mbili zinafanyika.
Hey. Mnatoa pia nguvu.
But anyway. Lazima muende mtimbane nguvu huko. Kushinda hao wenye wanajanga kupiga kupiga msichana. Are you okay? Are you fine? Mwende mpimanie nguvu huko penye ametuambia. Mtakupiga wasichana, unata adabu.
Na wasichana wanapiga maboi.
Hiyo ni self defense.
That's a different thing. Yeah.
Hiyo ni self defense.
Ozi compare na mwanaume a man. Chunguza.
Juzi there was a TikTok video yenye boy na dem walikuwa, I think they were dating or something. So yo dem akatoa yo boy nje hapo nje ya club. Limuweka makofi. Sasa ni self defense. Jadi boy anajifunika hivi like
Mbona alichapwa?
Sasa bado amechapwa. Bado hiyo ni violence.
That's not a main reason.
Ya boy hakuna reason behind it. Ya madem ndo kuna reason behind it.
Even though kwa ya machaliki behind it lazima
violence is violence, manze. Let's condemn
we are
it
not
all.
I'm not supporting.
We condemn it all. Violence is violence.
Okay, nye msiende kuchapana huko nje pia.
Ya maboy ya madem yote ni violence. It shouldn't be upheld.
So me I have rejected a guy because he was broke.
Ooh.
And the other one I've ever fought because of a guy. What do you think?
Which one is a secret?
Yeah.
And which one is a lie?
Secret. Hiyo ya umesema ya mwisho ni? Umesema kureject a guy
fight a lady because of a man.
Hiyo kufight hiyo it's a lie. Na hiyo ya pesa wasichana obvious. Wasichana wa Nairobi.
May think it's the opposite.
Where mimi nipigane because of a man. Why should I fight because of a man? Me.
I wanted
that
reaction
to
come out. I wanted that reaction to come out. Evil.
Not in this era.
Mimi. Siwezi. I can't. That one is last. I cannot do.
Maybe it was last that made you do that.
No. There was not a past, not a last. Hakukuwa na any. So yes, that's all we had for today. I hope mmejibamba.
Yeah.
Mimi nimejibamba. Yeah. So I'm going to give you ikienda sana 30 seconds. 30 seconds. You give the viewers parting shots. Then your last words na penye tunaweza wapata social media.
Okay.
Start or real start.
As always, ladies first. I'm a gentleman.
I'm privileged. Okay, so my parting shot is kwa mwenye anapitia anything ama your depression, like just try to venture it out na share it out kwa mtu mwenye ako understanding kwako na mtu mwenye anaelewa, and then you can try doing some things that zinaweza fanya like unasahau au focus sana kwa hiyo state yenye uko sawa. Then you can find me at TikTok Regina, Instagram Reggie_NA.
Yeah. Reggie_NA. Okay, thank you so much, Regina.
Thank you for having me here.
Thank you too for coming.
It's been a pleasure. I've had enough fun for the afternoon, evening. Yes. I'm glad to be here, and my parting shot is mental health and mental disorders is a very important topic for everyone to be involved in. I go secluded to psychologists, to mental health professionals, or any anyone just in that part of anyone in that space only. No, it's for everyone. It's like physical health, how important we look at on our physical health is the same way we need to look after our mental health, because there's no health without mental health.
There's no health without
Yes,
mental
and
health.
it's very important to seek professional help whenever you're having any form of distress, and talk to the right people, because I know we are still in that society and bado tuna stigmatize everything around mental health. Yeah, so it's important to talk to the right people, and you will find help. Help is out there. You need just to stretch out your hand, alafu we will find you. So my social media handles: Instagram Matara_Obegi, IG same. I mean Instagram, TikTok same, Facebook Ian Matara, Twitter Ian_Matara. Yes, so just my names. Sijakuwa fancy mahali.
Okay. Hajakuwa fancy mahali. Hajakuwa. Wewe pia usiende ukituwekeanga majina hapo zinakaa venye zinataka. So yes, thank you again for coming. I had an amazing time. Guys, we can continue the conversation on our SMS line 21144 or at GBS TV Africa across all social media platforms. Yes, let's tuongee. If you want to be the next people in these seats, kindly do us the honors. You can follow me on Instagram at its._Rachel. GBS TV Africa, of course, obviously. If not here, where then? Kama si hapa ni happy tena. Yes, till next time, same place, same time. I was yours, Rachel Gambo. Bye. Toodles. Ciao.